Hello and good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar session brought to you by Eastern Michigan University, USA and Siksha.com. Student, this is an informative session on all undergrad programs that are being offered by the university to all international students. Before we move further, I would like to introduce our presenter from the university. So we have Miss Dr. Eva Ye. She is the Associate Director at the university, and she will be doing the presentation for all of us. And student, for all of you, if you have questions that you want to ask our presenter, I will request you to please post your questions, your doubts in the question section. We will take all the questions at the end of the session. And if you wish to ask questions directly to her, you can click on the raise hand tab. I will unmute you and you can ask your questions directly to her at the end of the session. I will now request Dr. Eva to please start with the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Lamaxi, and welcome everyone. Welcome to the session of Eastern Michigan University. As you can see on my screen, I want you to remember the name of my university because there are many universities in Michigan, and a lot of universities has the word Michigan in the name of their university. So sometimes students from other countries would get confused. So our university is called Eastern Michigan University. Welcome. My name is Eva. You can just call me Eva. You don't need to call me doctor. I'm actually the director of international programs and partnerships. So I'm responsible for everything international related. So it's my pleasure to be here today to share my university with you. Before we start, I would like to give you a very brief video. I know we don't have time to play a long video, but this one is just very short. So you get a little bit of flavor about the university. That's it. So as the video shows, you can tell Eastern Michigan University is already pretty, right? From that short video. Where is it? You look at the map on the screen. This is a map of the US. Michigan, the state of Michigan is located here. You can see if you have heard the Great Lake area, that is our location. And you can tell the location of Michigan, the state of Michigan is very special. And it looks like a hand. Yeah, I guess this hand. So it looks like a hand. So next time when you come to Michigan, if you ask someone, where are you from? Usually they probably would not directly tell you. They may show you their hand. They will tell you, hey, I'm from here, I'm from here, I'm from here, you know. So next time when you come to Michigan, when you see that, don't be surprised because Michiganders do this, okay? Because we are located in the Great Lake area, we have the best water resources, and there are 4 seasons in the state of Michigan, spring, summer, fall, and winter. So you can really experience the beauty of each season. Every season has its own beauty. I just really hope you'll come here. I believe it is very different. You will experience different weather, the 4 seasons. The university is located in a small city called Ypsilanti. Basically, this city is all about Eastern Michigan University. It's a university city. Our university is in this small, peaceful, quiet city. So it's really a great place for you to study. However, we are also very close to big cities. For example, we're only 10 minutes away from Ann Arbor, and you probably know Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor is one of the most popular places for people to live, and also the educational level is very high among US cities. And we're only 35 minutes, maybe 30 to 35 minutes to Detroit. Detroit is a big city, as you know. All the car companies are located there. And also we're close to Detroit International Airport. As international students, you will know how important that it is. We are only 1 hour from Windsor, Canada. So basically there is a border from Detroit to Canada, Windsor. So you can really have like one passport, one visa, but then you can really spend your weekend in Canada as long as you don't spend too much time there. You can just show your passport, your I-20, you go there for a weekend, you can come back. And we're about 4 hours, maybe 4.5 hours to Chicago. Chicago, obviously, a lot of you already heard about the Chicago is a huge, very international city. So it's just so nice that you can study in this very peaceful small town while you also have access to all the big cities. Eastern Michigan University is very historical university. We were founded in 1849. So as you can tell, it already over 170 years. And so far we have about 18,000 students on campus. We have about 600 international students. And we do have a good number of Indian students. Indian students have been very active on campus. We have very good experience with them. Even some of my Indian students send me this. She told me this is goddess of education. So as you can tell, I have pretty good relationship with Indian students, and I'm very, I really appreciate the Indian culture. So when you come here, you will feel there is a community for you. It's very mature, it's well developed. We have Indian restaurants around the campus. We have at least 5 or 6 Indian temples, and you can practice your religion. We have different dining. You can choose if you're vegetarian. We have vegetarian menu, and as I said, there are also a lot of Indian restaurants around us. There are a nice Indian community, so you will not feel lonely when you come here. However, we are not like some very big university. They may have 1,000 Indian students. No, we don't. We have about 100. Usually we have about 160, 180 around that number. It's not too big. You still feel like you're not in India, right? You're in the US, but it's not too small. You will not feel lonely. If you want to make Indian friends, you can easily make friends. Again, Indian students enjoy being here, and the community is really nice. Indian students, we also have a student organization called Association of Indian Students. So you will definitely feel like a home. And we are a big university with 18,000 students, but we actually use the small class size with maybe one professor, 15 to 18 students. Our undergraduate classroom actually will not over like 25 students. So maximum you will have like 24, 25 students, but usually you may have like 18, 19 classmates. So every student will receive the individual attention from professors. And we do have a lot of majors, doesn't matter if you're interested in education, business, engineering, you will find the one you like, because we have over 250 different majors in 5 academic colleges. We have College of Business, If you're interested in business-related major, this is a great choice because our College of Business is AACSB accredited. So there are a lot of College of Business in the US, but not every College of Business has the AACSB accreditation, which is guaranteed quality. And also, if you receive a degree from College of Business majors, then it is easy for you to find a job. We have College of Education, we have College of Engineering and Technology. So this College Engineering and Technology is the college we have the most Indian students because a lot of majors in this college are STEM, S-T-E-M field. As you probably already know, if you are in one of those STEM programs, you will have more time to find an internship or find a job in the US after graduation. And we have College of Arts and Sciences. We have College of Health and Human Services. As you can tell, every college has their accreditation from its own field. I can't go through everything today, but you can tell every college definitely gonna provide you high quality programs. As I said, we have AACSB accredited College of Business. Whatever I put on the screen are some of the majors that are very popular for international students. Of course, we have more than what I put on the screen. So after the presentation, I can send a link to my Shiksha colleagues, and they can share the link with you. So if you click that link, you will see all the majors we have. College of Education, again, Eastern Michigan University actually also very known for its College of Education because over 100 years ago, we started as College of Education. We started as a teachers college. So we are actually the first university in the United States started the undergraduate bachelor program in education. So that's why if anyone is interested in the history of education in the US, Eastern Michigan University is always one of the examples people would like to talk about. So we do have a lot of very good educational programs as well. However, I found out that most Indian students who come to our university, they actually don't choose program from education, they choose from engineering, as I said. We have College of Arts and Sciences. So this is our biggest college, and there are so many, probably over 100 programs in this college you can choose. So, from the screen, you can see those are some majors that our international students really like. Yeah, and also we have College of Health and Human Services. So in this college, as you can tell by the title, most students would choose the majors related to human health, human services. Another reason we are very popular to many students, including international students, is our employment rate. According to data, it's about 92 and 94% of our graduates will find the jobs within 1 year after they graduate from Eastern. So that is a pretty high rate for employment. And as I mentioned before, we are very close, about 25-30 minutes to Detroit. Detroit is a home of some big car companies like GM, Chrysler, Ford. So because we're so close to them, so every year those companies would come to our university to host some career fairs. So which is very convenient for our students to be hired as an intern or as a formal employee. And whatever I put on the screen are some of the companies that hire our students, including obviously those car companies, GM, Ford, Chrysler, you know, and also some other big accounting firms like PwC, and you know, Google, and some other insurance companies. So it is really nice to see how, you know, how well employed that our graduates are, and they can find jobs pretty easily. But of course, every individual is different. It may cost a little bit time for some students, but in the same time, some students may get a, you know, 3 or 4 offers in hand. Oh, by the way, I do want to mention that we have such high employment rate also because of we are very supportive to students. It doesn't matter domestic or international. We're just very supportive to help them to find jobs. So we always have like career fairs. We have a department. We basically have a department called the Career Development Center. So we always hosted seminars for students. We help them to do tests to understand themselves better, and we also help them with resume, interview skills. So all those services are free to students. So you can just go there and make an appointment, telling the advisor what you want, and then they will help you perfectly, you know, tell you what do you need to know, what do you need to do, what you shouldn't do during your job interview, during your job hunting. So that is very helpful. Yeah, there are some points of pride of our university. I'm not going to go through this. Just know that there are many programs in my university have very good reputation nationwide. And this is one of the most exciting news that I would like to bring you, is we actually is one of the very few American universities that provide in-state tuition to international students. In-state tuition, remember, maybe some of you may or may not know why this is so important. As you know, many international students come to American universities, they have to pay the international student tuition rate, which is probably double or 3 times more expensive than the students pay here. However, if you come to Eastern Michigan University, you will pay exactly the same tuition rate as the local students. This is definitely a significant policy because I do not think a lot of universities actually provide this policy. And for us, this is also very new. This started in 2018, so it only been here for a few years. Before that, everyone needed to pay more tuition, but now come here, you will enjoy the in-state tuition. Right now, if you come here, the entire year, the tuition is around $14,000. Okay, it's around $14,000, which is very affordable if you compare with other American universities. So I would say our education is very affordable. And this does not mean the quality, we're going to compromise on quality or anything. No, we're not. With quality of education of our program is still our #1. But we just wanted to make the American education, American degrees more accessible to people from all over the world. That's why we actually call our in-state tuition policy global rate policy. So this is how we wanted to tell you we care about you, we want you to be here. And on top of that in-state tuition policy, we also provide a scholarship called a forward scholarship to our freshmen. How does it work? Okay, you graduate from high school, you apply for EMU as a freshman, which means the first year student. And from the first year, you live on campus. So the entire 4 years of your undergraduate, you will need to live on campus. And then I look at your transcript. If your high school transcript, the GPA is over 2.75 or higher, then you will be eligible to receive this forward scholarship. In this case, you will only need to pay year 1 and year 2, the tuition and the room and board. And the 3rd year and the 4th year will be free. I know at this moment, maybe you are saying like, wow, that's so wonderful. Yes, this is exactly how many of my audiences, when they hear this scholarship, they were like, wow, this is unbelievable. This is so nice. So yes, you don't need to pay the tuition for the 3rd year and the 4th year. We pay that for you. However, you will still need to pay room and board because you will live on campus for 4 years. Okay. So why we have this scholarship? Because we did the research. The research showed that a lot of students, they don't finish their undergraduate in 4 years, which they're supposed to, because they're so distracted, from some other stuff. We just wanted students to live on campus, focus on study. So we want them to graduate in 4 years. That's why this is called a forward scholarship. It's very nice to live on campus because you are very close to your professors, to career service center, to library, to the student center, gym. You are close to everything. And if you need any help, assistance, doesn't matter it's from academic perspective or from your life, you can always find someone to help you if you live on campus. It's just more convenient for you. So again, if your high school GPA is 2.75, you are eligible for forward scholarship, and you will need to live on campus for 4 years. And then your 3rd and the 4th year will be free. Yeah, this is for graduate. We can skip this. Then now you know Eastern Michigan University has very good location. We have many programs for you to choose. Our employment rate is very high. We have a small class size, and we provide in-state tuition plus forward scholarship. Everything sounds great. Then how can you become a student at Eastern Michigan University? Here you go. If you have a minimum GPA of 2.5, okay, again, as I said, if you want to receive forward scholarship, your GPA needs to be 2.75. However, even if your GPA is lower than 2.75, but you have 2.5, you can still apply for Eastern. You can still come here. You probably just not eligible for the forward scholarship, but you can still receive the in-state tuition rate. So it's not bad at all. So as long as you have a high school accumulated GPA of 2.5, and then you have a English, then you will be able to apply. Some programs may require higher GPA like 2.75 or 3.0. It depends on different programs. So just submit your application, then we will review and then we will let you know. And you don't need to, I think I put something graduate for graduate on the screen. You don't need to pay attention to that. You can just look at the undergraduate English proficiency requirement. We do require English TOEFL 61, IELTS 6.0. I mean, we will also accept MLab or PTE, but again, I really don't say any maybe very few Indian students take those tests. So you just focus on TOEFL or IELTS. I would say most of our Indian students, they provide us IELTS score. So if you wanted to submit IELTS, it's 6.0. Okay, but if you are interested in taking TOEFL, then that's 61. Okay, if your English proficiency is not, if you don't have a test available or you don't want to take a test, then you have to go to our English program, IEP program. However, I would say I don't have any Indian students need to go to our ESO classes, so you can just ignore that. I know you guys already have very good English. You just need to give me a test result, then you're all okay. So again, we need a GPA at least 2.5 and TOEFL 6-1 or else 6.0. If your GPA is over 2.75, you will be able to opt in the forward scholarship. However, again, forward scholarship is optional. Some students may be eligible for forward scholarship, but they may still not want to choose it because you can only receive it if you live on campus. Some students, they may have a family, friends, or relatives, live somewhere close to campus. So if you want to live with your family, friends, then you don't need to choose the forward scholarship. However, I would say most students will choose the forward scholarship. And then when do you apply? We basically have 3 semesters every year. We have 4 semesters from September to December. We have winter semester from January to April, and we also have a summer semester from May to August. However, we do not encourage international students to come here in summer because as an international student, undergraduate student, you need to register as full-time, which means you need to take at least 12 credits a semester. But in summer, sometimes, universities in the vacation model, a lot of professors may be on vacation in summer, so we may not have enough classes for you to register. So we basically encourage you to come in fall semester, which is September, or winter semester, which is January. However, I'm not saying definitely, absolutely not come for summer. Okay, if you really wanted to come to start in summer in May, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, but if you wanted to apply for fall semester, you need to give me your documents before June 1st. If you want to apply for winter semester, you need to give me your application before October 15th. That's it. I think I am done, and because my Shiksha colleague told me don't make the presentation too long, so I think I'm done by now. I will show you one more video. It's not very long, but I think you can know more about Eastern Michigan University. You can tell the university is very pretty. Okay, I think I'm done. I tried to cover a lot of questions that you know, most parents, students and their parents would ask me. However, I'm open to any other questions because I know I haven't mentioned about like housing, dining on campus. Those are all important issues. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eva. And students, just informing you again, if you have questions you want to ask, you can post your questions in the question section, or otherwise, if you want to ask questions directly to Eva, please click on the raise hand tab. I will unmute you and you can ask your questions to her. So I'm going to start with the live questions first. So the student I'm going to unmute first is Manish Jung. Manish, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Are there any other scholarship programs available in the university?
You said there are any other what? What program?
Scholarship programs.
Sorry, repeat that again because you guys both talking at the same time.
The student is asking for scholarship programs, other scholarship programs that can help students with an opportunity to gain a scholarship.
Oh, scholarship. Well, no. We used to have some scholarship for international students. But however, that was before we have the in-state policy. After we have the institution policy, we don't have other scholarship available for undergraduate students anymore because in-state itself, it's like a scholarship, right? It's very affordable. So then we will have that forward scholarship. So to answer your question briefly, we do not have other scholarships available for undergraduate international students anymore because we already have in-state tuition and the forward scholarship. Okay. However, after you come to campus, there are always some small scholarships. Every department, every offices, student organizations, it's like you can always find some small scholarships, you know, like $500, $1,000. You can always find some small scholarships, but those are not guaranteed. You need to apply. You may need to, you know, interview to get those scholarships, but those are smaller ones. Yeah, but for the big ones is the in-state and the forward, and no other scholarships. Thank you.
Okay, I'll move on to the next student. I'm going to unmute Shritej Kamble. Shritej, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Ritesh Kamble, and I had two questions regarding my first question was regarding the program. So, do we have mechatronics program, engineering program?
So your question is if we have engineering program?
Do we have mechatronics engineering program?
Now, Max, can you tell me somehow? I don't know. When students ask me, there are echoes. So I can't hear very clearly.
Yeah, so the student is asking for a mechatronics engineering program. It is a specialization. Yeah.
Yes. So like double E, right? Electronic engineering. Yes.
Mechatronics. I think it is a combination of mechanical and electronic engineering.
Oh, okay. Chemical and I don't think we have chemical engineering, but we have electronic engineering. We have that. We have double E, but I do not think we have chemical engineering. No. Yeah. But I think I do have a lot of undergraduate students who major in chemical engineering. They want to study chemical engineering, but they come here, they study. One program is very popular to Indian students who are interested in chemical engineering is called something called the polymers and coatings. I think that is something related to chemical engineering, polymers and coatings. So I'm not sure if you are looking for something like that, but that is one of the programs. Maybe you will be interested. I will send the information to Shiksha, maybe, or I think I will get you guys email. Then I can send you some information as well. Also, at the same time, actually, I'm going to hold on one second. I'm going to put my email address on the screen, so you can email me if you have any specific question. Okay. Everyone. Oh, hey, what's going on? Okay, everyone, if you look on the screen, this is my email address. If you have specific question about the programs, please email me. Because again, we have basically we have over 300 majors, including undergraduate and graduate. But for undergraduate, we have about over 250. So there are many programs. It's just really hard to go through here today, but if you do want to ask specific program questions, you can email me. I can myself, or I can have someone to send the information to you. But again, I think the bachelor in polymers and coatings is very close to whatever you're asking, chemical engineering. Thank you.
But it was a combination of mechanical engineering and electronic engineering. It was not chemical engineering.
Now, Max, I need your help again. It's somehow it's very echo.
Even the student is asking that the program that he is looking for is known as Mechatronic Engineering, which is a combination of mechanical engineering and electronic engineering.
We do.
So he's seeking that if that particular program is available with the university, if not, what alternate program he can, look for at the university.
No, actually, we do have the programs, and he's asking for. We have both double E. We also have a mechanical engineering. I'm not sure if there is a program combine these two, but since we have both programs, I think that's pretty easy for you to choose. You can apply for mechanical engineering, and then if you come here, if you find that, oh, maybe I want to go to a different engineering program, then you can just easily transfer. Here, if you come here, you have 2 years to figure out what exactly the program you want to be in, then you can actually change your major pretty easily. So we have both the programs. We have 2 programs that you're asking for. So yes, we do.
Shritesh, what you can do is that I have sent the link in the chat box, and you can click on the website link and you can research a bit more about the program if it is available with the university, or you can look for an alternate program that can help you up with the similar course that you are looking for. You can ask your next question.
It was related to the major itself. So can we choose a minor with any engineering program like economics or psychology?
So this question is about a minor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So the student is asking if with majors they can choose a minor program like economics or psychology as an option in minor.
Yes. Some of our degree program actually require you to have a minor. Some of our degrees don't require a minor. So it depends on every degree program. But definitely we have many programs that you can choose, many majors you can choose as your minor. Yes, we do. Yeah. A lot of our students actually have a major and a minor. Yeah.
Okay, so I had one more question regarding the degree and placements like jobs and all. So I'm from India. So if after completing my degree, if I don't want to work in US, like I have to come back to India, there can be a reason that I have to live with my family after completing my education. So will my degree hold the same value as it holds in the United States?
Max, I need your help.
The student is asking, in case if the student is looking for a job opportunity, so generally students look for opportunities in US, but in case if the student wants to come back to India, will the university degree hold the same importance as it is holding in US, and will it say hold the same importance in India also, if he wants to come back to India and pursue a job, a career here?
Well, that is you probably know better than me. I don't know how valuable American degrees in India job market. As I said, our students graduate, from Eastern, they can easily find a job here in the US. If they want to go back to India, if they want to go back to their home country, I think the American degree from Eastern is very valuable as well. You probably know better than me. In general, I think American degree is very valuable on job market. Otherwise, why there are many students from all over the world come to American. Also, I think it depends on. I don't know. In some other countries, their government have a list of the U.S. universities, right? If the government recognize this university in the U.S., then the degree from that university will be more valuable. I don't know if India has a list like that, but I'm sure if you do, then Eastern Michigan University must be on their list, because we are recognized by almost every country in the world. Our degree is valid, it's valuable, and everybody in the world. So Lamex, maybe you can answer this question for me.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It was really very great interacting with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ritesh. I'll move on to the next student now. I am going to unmute Mohammad Haruna. Haruna, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Haruna Mohammed from Ghana in West Africa. My question is that you do agric engineering? And if so, how can I get through the process?
Sorry,
Okay.
yeah, were you able to understand, Eva?
Is he asking if we have a computer engineering and how to process application?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yes. We use computer engineering. I mean, I think maybe you're asking for computer science. We have very reputable programs in computer science. But of course, we also have a program in a computer aid engineering. So I'm not sure exactly which programs you are interested, but in this field, we have different programs in this field. But from my experience working with Indian students, many of them come here for bachelor in computer science. We have a great program in this area. And if you wanted to apply, right now, if I don't know when do you graduate from high school. Remember, you have to give me your high school diploma. So if you're gonna graduate this year in July or June or July, then you can apply for fall semester, which starts in September this year. Then you just need to you can actually email me if you are ready to apply. If you are not ready to apply yet, maybe you're gonna apply next year, then you don't worry, because I will have your email address. Then later, my team will send out the information to all the students telling you what you need to do if you want to apply. But I can tell you here, it's very simple. First, you need to go to the online application portal to submit an online application. So we have an online application, like you need to go there to submit your application. Oh, by the way, for anyone here today in this session, I'm also going to waive the application fee for you. So you don't have to pay for the $45 application fee. Just, you know, Shiksha can help with, you know, with that. I can give you a code. So you use the code, go to the online application portal, then you use that code, so you don't have to pay application fee. And then once you submit the online application, you will need to submit your high school transcript, your high school diploma. If you have not graduated from high school yet, you don't need to give me your high school diploma yet, but you can still submit a transcript. And then before you come to Eastern, you will graduate from high school. At that time, you will need to give me your high school diploma and the last year, the last semester of your transcript. And then give me your TOEFL or IELTS score. As long as you have these three things, you're good to go. So we really don't require the personal statement or recommendations for undergraduate students. So high school transcript, high school diploma, and English proficiency, submit your online application, then you're good to go. Yeah. Thank you. And again, I strongly recommend the program in computer science, which is very good, because I was talking to our department head from that department, and he just told me students are very easy to find a job if you have a degree in that area. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Moving to next question, Eva, I'm going to take this question from the chat box. So the student has asked, is asking that I have a 2 years of gap as I did not pursue any undergrad program after my high school. So can I apply now with that 2 years of gap coming in between?
What do you mean by 2 years gap? Namex, explain to me.
So after the high school, generally in India, students pursue, after their high school, they pursue undergrad program, or they start looking up for undergrad program. But this particular student has taken a break of 2 years after his high school, and now he wants to pursue an undergrad program. So will he be eligible to apply for an undergrad program basis these 2 years of gap after his high school?
Well, you can apply as long as you have a high school diploma, as long as you have a high school transcript. However, you may want to explain why you have 2 years gap, because this 2 years you are supposed to go to a college or university in India, right? But you are not, which means you are not doing anything, but you must do something. Yeah, actually you can apply, because you know you are eligible, you have high school diploma, you graduate from high school, you can apply. I would say you can apply, unless what you could or you may experience is our committee, review committee may come back to you, ask you to write down something to explain what did you do after the high school, 2 years, what did you do in the past 2 years? They may ask you, but they may not. We basically only wanted to say if you're eligible to apply, if you have a high school diploma, I think you can apply. But again, I basically cannot tell anyone you will be admitted or not until we actually receive your application materials. We want to look at all your documents, and then we will let you know if you will be admitted. But you can definitely apply if you do have high school diploma, and at least all your high school transcripts, you have it, then you can apply. You will apply as a freshman because you never been to university. However, this actually carries out another question. If any of you already graduated from high school and you're currently studying in an Indian university, you can also apply, but you can apply as a transfer student, okay? For example, you already studied 2 years in an Indian university. Now you wanted to transfer to Eastern, you can apply as a transfer student, and we will look at your transcript, and there are some courses you already took will be transferable. So some of the credits actually will be transferred to Eastern, so you don't have to, study for the full 4 years. So that is, so there are two different undergraduate application. One is undergraduate freshman, which means you just graduate from high school. Another one is undergraduate transfer, which means you already graduate from high school and you are actually in a Indian university right now. So both situations you can apply, and we will transfer some of your credits from your current university. Yeah.
Okay, I'll move on to the next question, Eva, and this question is regarding that students who are currently pursuing their high school may not have their actual results with them, but if they want to apply for these fall intake, can they apply just by submitting the transcript or provisional certificates, and maybe later on they can submit their actual certificates once they receive that from the school?
Yeah, you can apply, because actually many students, when they apply, they are not even graduate from high school yet, so they usually apply like 11th grade or the beginning of 12th grade. So if you, I don't know the student, if you are in 12th grade, I assume you're in 12th grade because you said you're going to apply for this fall semester, which means you're almost graduating from high school. And then you can just give me your 9th grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade, or add the first semester of 12th grade. Whatever the transcript you have, you can just give it to us and you can apply. Yes, as I said, you can apply as long as after you graduate, like in July, you can semester of your transcript, and we will still accept you. So yes, you can apply right now. You can.
Okay, I'll take the last question now, and this is regarding the requirements and the eligibility criteria for the undergrad program. So basically, students have asked regarding what eligibility is required, if English proficiency is required, what should be the best way that if the university accepts Duolingo, or students should go for IELTS or TOEFL only, and how much GPA is required by the universities, accepted by the university, for a student to apply for the undergrad program?
This is a great question. I appreciate the question. Student is really think through. Yes, we apply TOEFL and IELTS, but we also we accept TOEFL and IELTS. We also accept Duolingo. But why I did not put the Duolingo on my slide yet? Because currently our policy is that you can submit a Duolingo, and then you will be accepted, by using the Duolingo test. However, but in that case, when you come to EMU, you have to take another extra English test here at EMU. If you don't pass that test, you may be placed into the ESO classes. That's why I don't encourage you to use Duolingo, because you may have to take another test if you admitted by using the Duolingo. However, I would say if you have a Duolingo score, please apply and submit your score, because just this week, so that's why I say this is a good question. Just this week, we are going to change this policy, but we have not changed it yet. So that's why I cannot say this is 100% sure. So what we're going to change is that if we accept you by Duolingo, you come here, you don't have to take the extra test. It's just like a TOEFL or IELTS. Then you use the Duolingo, then you're all good to go. So that's why we are going to talk to some leadership, in the university to change this policy. After that, you come here, you don't have to take the extra test. So I'm not sure if I make this clear, because it seems like it's a little complicated. Well, let me put it this way. Right now, we accept the Duolingo, but you come to EMU, you have to take another test. However, we'll make change of this policy. So maybe a month or 2 months later, the policy will be changed, and then you come here with Duolingo, you don't have to take another test, which means Duolingo is good. And my suggestion is go ahead and apply. You can take Duolingo because it's very easy to take. Compare with IELTS and TOEFL, you can take Duolingo from your home, and the testing, the price is, I think it's only $49. It's very affordable. And if you have a score of 95, you can apply for Eastern. Okay, we only require Duolingo 95 for undergraduate student. Okay, do I answer your question?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Eva. And with this, we have come to the end of the session. And I would like to thank you for, doing this wonderful presentation and doing this informative session for all the students. And I hope you also enjoyed interacting with the students and taking their doubts.
Yeah, thank you so much, Namex, and thank you everyone, whoever in the session. I cannot see your face, but I know you are there, and I really thank you for your time. To learn more about my university. If you have any questions, again, write down my email from the screen. You can email me. I can I can answer your questions. If I don't have the answer, I will find the answers for you. And also, again, if you feel like you are ready to apply, then don't be hesitant to contact me, and I will I will have my team contact you, tell you exactly how to apply. And again, your application fee will be waived. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful evening there. And so I'm waiting for you come to Eastern. Thank you.
Yeah, students, you will be contacted. Your details will be shared with the university representative. In case we have missed out on few questions from your end, do not worry. All your queries that you have posted in the chat box will be shared with the university representative, and hope that you will get an answer from them. Plus, you will also be contacted by the Shiksha counseling team here, who will help you up further with your application admission process to EMU. In case further you want to get in touch with someone from the university, you can let the counseling team know here at Shiksha, and they will be able to connect you with them. And with this, I would now like to end the session, and I would like to thank Eva once again for joining us today and taking out time for the session. Have a great day, Eva, there, and students have a great evening here in India. And bye-bye. Take care of yourself. Be safe, and bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.